It's a vantage point not many get to experience firsthand, exploring the beauty of native tree canopies in the Waikato's Puriora forest, one of few to escape logging last century.
Climbing up the tree is quite a daunting experience and can be quite nerve-wracking, especially on a windy day. So there's an atmosphere in itself that's like no other. And once you get up into the canopy, you experience a world like no other, with plants that don't go anywhere else but on the branches of these huge trees, birds that inhabit those plants, and you can also get a glimpse of the insect life that's there as well.
Ecologist Catherine Kirby is passionate about both the trees and the wildlife that calls them home. She's part of a project in which more than 120,000 images and 1,200 videos were collected for a documentary and exhibition to travel the country.
It is a privilege, and there's a sense of genuine wonder. You know, the view from up here, how all the plants look from above, is always capturing my imagination and calming me down when I get a bit nervous about climbing.
Now the exhibitions return to the region where it all began.
Waikato is the home of Puriora Forest. It's the home of most of the researchers involved.
Andrew Harrison was the tree climbing specialist responsible for getting the research and photography team up the tree canopy safely.
But I can just hook my rope into that there and up I go eventually. The biggest thing for navigating up in the trees is getting a good high position for your rope at the top, and then you can just use the branches to move around, and just keeping your balance with your weight and your harness, you can walk backwards out on a limb.
The exhibition is the first visual documentation of a forest canopy in Aotearoa, and researchers say much more needs to be learned about this fragile ecosystem.
If we don't understand what's there, we can't protect it. We can't even understand what's threatening these plants or animals. We know that some of the plants are threatened, and some of the animals that live up there, like geckos and bats and the insects, are threatened too, but we don't even fully understand what those threats are. So in terms of conservation priorities, how can we decide where to best put conservation funding if we don't know what the main threats are?
One of the main threats to the species which live on the trees is the humidity.
When the forest has been cut right back down to just a small patch, the winds whip through too quickly and dry out the tree branches so much that the epiphytes can't establish, or if they're already there, they can't survive. So that's why they thrive most in the big intact forests where there's much better humidity and the climate is far more stable.
Mr. Harrison living out a childhood dream, he'll be showcasing his tree climbing skills at a special Forestival Activities and Exhibition Day at Waikato Museum on Sunday.
We really love more and more people to see it, because people only love what they understand and they only care for things that they love. So that's our mission, is to increase that awareness and increase the passion for our native forests.
And with that awareness, Mrs. Kirby hopes more people will be inspired to come and learn about the garden of species that's growing 30 metres high in the tree canopies of Aotearoa. Hunter Kura, Local Focus.